Glossary of terms. First is the ballast. Heavy cargo which is loaded on board a vessel or aircraft merely for the purpose of making it steady, to enable it to navigate in the event of scarcity of other cargo. When not brought to port as article, ballast of no commercial value may be discharged upon permit granted by the collector of customs for such purpose, mentioned in section 35 of this manual. So, ballast is a heavy material such as gravel, sand, iron, or lead, placed low in a vessel to improve its stability. Second is the berth. The part of the pier or wharf that is occupied by a vessel or any place in which a vessel may lie at anchor or at a dock. Bill of lading is a transport document for ocean freight issued by shipping lines, carriers, and international freight forwarders or non-vessel operating common carrier. Bond, an instrument designed chiefly to guarantee the integrity and honesty of the principal, his ability, financial responsibility, and his compliance with law or contract, a guarantee of performance. It is an agreement whereby one party, called the surely obligates itself to a second party, called obligee, to answer for the default of a third party, called principal. Break bulk, non-containerized cargo which is grouped or consolidated for shipment and broken down or subdivided into utilized cargo, such as pallets or packed in bags or boxes. Bulk, liquid or dry goods shipped in bulk, not packed or bundled in separate units, include commodities that are loose or in mass and require to be pumped, shoveled, scooped, grabbed, or forked during loading or unloading. Cargo manifest. Cargo manifest is a declaration of the entire cargo, the object of which is to furnish the customs officer with a list to check against, to inform our revenue officers what goods are being brought into the country, and to provide a safeguard against goods being brought into this country. Carrier. A carrier means the person actually transporting goods or in charge of responsible for operation of the means of transport. Customs clearance. Customs clearance means the accomplishment of the customs formalities necessary to allow goods to enter for home use, warehousing, transit, or transshipment, or to be exported or placed under customs procedure. Coastwise ports are such domestic ports as are open to coastwise trade only. These include all ports, harbors, and places not ports of entry. Container freight station. It means normally a warehouse or a transit shed adjacent to the container yard used for sorting and storage of container cargo, both for import and export. Containerized cargo. A cargo stuff inside a container van with the external dimensions and ratings enumerated in series 1 of which are specially designated to facilitate ready handling, particularly their transfer from one mode of transport to another without intermediate reloading. Devanning. Devanning is a transfer of cargo from one container to another container. Discharge Port Survey, or DPS, is a port issued by an accredited cargo surveying company, or ACSC, for bulk or break bulk cargo after the conduct of a survey at the port of discharge. Dry dock. Dry dock means a dock from which the water can be temporarily excluded in order to effect repairs to hulls and keels of ships or vessels. In cargo. In cargo, entrusted shipment of merchandise or articles from abroad. Foreign trade. Foreign trade is the commercial interchange of commodities between different countries, export and import trade. It is synonymous with the term foreign, which is the trade between commerce, individuals or legal entities in different countries. Hatch. Hatch is an opening in ship's deck through which cargo can be lowered. Less container load. A container loaded with cargoes belonging to more than one and or covered by more than one bill of lading. Load Port Survey, a report issued by an accredited cargo surveying company, or ACSC, for bulk or break bulk cargo to be imported in the Philippines. The report shall be submitted to the Bureau of Customs directly from the ACSC in a secure electronic format. Moor. Moor means to secure a vessel alongside the berth by means of mooring ropes. Non-vessel operating common carrier, or NVOCC, means a person, including an international freight forwarder, providing to point international transport of shipments without operating or owning the means of transport or equipment. Port of entry. A port of entry is a domestic port open to both foreign and coastwise trade. The term includes principal ports of entry and sub-ports of entry. A principal port of entry is the chief port of entry of the collection district. Pratik. Pratik is a permission granted by quarantine officials to a vessel or aircraft to hold intercourse with the port after the ship or aircraft has complied with the port regulations. Quay. A landing place or pier, usually of solid constructions, where vessels berth to load or unload cargo. Regular shipside permit. Required for all cargoes which belong to the categories of regular shipside cargoes under the existing regulations. Saloon stores. A saloon store supplies listed as such which are intended for sale on board a vessel or aircraft. Sea stores. Articles, especially foodstuff such as food, wine, cigarettes, for use or consumption only of the passengers and crew on board the vessel or aircraft upon its voyage. Shifting of cargoes. A shifting of cargoes is a transferring of cargoes from vessel to vessel and vessel to dock, dock to vessel, hatch to hatch, and bay to bay. Ship stores. Ship stores consist of spare equipments such as chains, anchors, and the likes necessary for the safe of navigation of ship. Shipside permit. Authority issued by the Collector of Customs or his or her authorized representative for the customs inspector assigned on a vessel to allow the discharge of cargoes specified on the permit at shipside and to lighters and or underguard. Special shipside permit. When cargoes do not belong to the regular shipside cargoes, the broker and or consignee has to get the authority from the Collector of Customs prior to the processing and approval by the Entry Processing Division. Stripping. Stripping is unloading of all goods or cargoes from a container. Stuffing. Stuffing is a filling a container with goods or cargoes. Temporary shipside permit is a written authority to discharge cargoes at shipside and to later as per order of the Collector of Customs. Transit means the customs procedure under which goods are transported under customs control from one customs officer to another. Transit cargo. Article arriving at any port from another port or place noted in the carrier's manifest and destined for transit or transshipment to another local port or to a foreign port. Transshipment. Transshipment means the customs procedure under which goods are transferred under customs control from the importing means of transport to the exporting means of transport within the area of one customs office, which is the office of both importation and exportation. Vessels. A vessels includes every sort of boat, craft, or other artificial contrivance used or capable of being used as means of transportation on water. Annexes. These are the kinds of forms of BOCOPM. The first form is the general permit. The second is clearance of vessel to a foreign port. Third is the clearance of customs inspector assigned on board. The fourth form is inspector's certificate of last cargo discharge, container or bulk cargo. Form number 5 is the container discharging report. And form number 6 is pier or shipside discharging report. And 7 is the assignment order. And form number 8 is the checklist. Form number 9 is the oath of entering vessel from a foreign port. Form number 10 is the oath of masters to manifest in clearance for a foreign port. Form number 12 is the outward foreign manifest. Form number 13 is the customs inspector after operation report. Form number 14 is the inward foreign manifest. Form number 15 is a record of vessel boarded. And the last form is shipside permit.